Anderson Cooper, AC360, CNN weeknights 10 Eastern.
Congressman, is BP still using too many dispersants?
Well, I've asked the Coast Guard and I have asked the EPA to tell me what the decisions have been made that affect BP's use of these dispersants. I am still very concerned about the impact that this uncontrolled science experiment can have long-term in the Gulf of Mexico. And that's why I am demanding that we learn more in public about why BP continues to use the dispersants and what the conditions are that allow them to use them.
Because, BP has reportedly used 272,000 gallons of dispersants in the Gulf since the EPA directed the company to cease using them about 4 weeks ago, except in rare cases. Do you know what these allegedly rare cases are that they're using them in?
Well, again, the Coast Guard has the final say on the use of dispersants. And that is why I am asking the Coast Guard to give me the information that they are using in order to allow BP to continue to use the dispersants, or if BP is using these dispersants in contravention of an order that has been made by the Coast Guard in consultation with the EPA.
You said that you're concerned about the underwater use of these dispersants. You say that BP has exceeded the amount that they were supposed to use under the water.
Yeah, BP continues to contend that there are no underwater plumes. And they use evidence from NOAA to say that there are no underwater plumes. But they were, in fact, looking at the data from NOAA west of the well. East of the well, NOAA says that they have confirmed that there are underwater plumes. So we just continue with BP. To have this denial of reality, which has been characteristic of the way in which they have dealt with these issues since day one.
And as far as you understand, what is the danger of these plumes? I mean, the scientists say that they're depleting oxygen, killing off parts of the food chain. Right. Is that correct?
Yes. These underwater plumes, ultimately, because of the chemicals, because of the oil, and this toxic stew, can consume oxygen in the ocean, which ultimately will asphyxiate the marine life in the Gulf of Mexico. We have to be very careful that what we're doing in the Gulf right now with the oil, with the dispersants, doesn't wind up having a generational impact on the marine life in perhaps the most important area of our country for marine life.
Has the EPA been tough enough? I mean, it seems like several weeks ago, they sent this strongly worded letter to BP, basically saying cease and desist, drop back the number of dispersants, the percentage of dispersants you're using, cut it by 75%. BP now, apparently, according to the EPA, has cut it back 68%. Do you think the EPA is being tough enough?
Well, that's why I'm asking the questions of the Coast Guard and the EPA. Ultimately, the call is made by the Coast Guard. So we have to get that information from them. What are the criteria? How much is still being shot into the ocean, on the ocean? And what are the standards that are being used in terms of the long-term impact on the Gulf of Mexico? Right now, I can't give you the answers to that.